This demonstration is for Easily, another really easy web app that's free that has tons of templates that are free to create your infographics. So go to easel, easel.ly, and you'll come to this page. You'll need to sign up for free, and then once you've signed up, you'll need to log in. And once you've logged in, you will see anything that you've created, and I can easily delete those by clicking the X here and saying, yes, I want to delete it. And then I won't have any visuals there of my own. I can also start fresh with a brand new one, or I can start from any of these templates. We talked about geographical. Here's one that's kind of a geographical. The nice thing about Easily, it also does a really good job with adding charts in there. So you can put data. Here's one with some data, which is an important thing with infographics. Many infographics do include data. So there are a number of different purpose templates in here that you can choose from. And I'm just going to choose this one. And there it is. This is a Venn diagram showing dynamic information, and they are great to look at. Again, up here you can change your template. You can change objects. If you click objects, you can search for objects. Like I could search for a dog. And I could also go by category. If I wanted to go to animals, I could go to animals and I might find a dog up here, and I probably will. One of those, I'm sure, is a dog somewhere along in there. There's a cat. And I can click and drag. That was not a dog, but you get the idea. There's a rabbit. How's that? So you can go up there and you can find all sorts of images, objects that you want. Then you also have media. You can go to YouTube. You can upload a file of your own media if you wanted to do that on there as well. You can change the background. Lots of different choices for background. If I didn't like the background that's on there, I can change it to a different one, a different color, and I can see more as well. I can also go pro, so I have even more things to choose from. Then I also have where I can draw, and here's my shapes that I can draw on here. And then I also have shapes where I can click on them or drag them over there. So I'm not actually drawing them, they're closer to an image. And then I have text, so I can do a title, a header, body, bullet, number, and alphabet. So if I wanted to add a title down here, just drag it. And we could say Karen's infographic. And if I wasn't pleased with the color or the placement of it, I have all sorts of choices on what I can do about that. There's the color. I can choose a color that we're using in this if I wanted to do that. And there we go. And I can make it larger. I can also create charts. That's one of the beauties of this, being able to add charts and then put your own information in the chart for presentation. Then you can also present, and don't forget you can zoom, you can use the grid, you can undo and redo, and you can present it if you want to put it in that way. Also, one of the nice things about Easily is it has a contact us, and it also has a chat at certain times of the day. If you're working, you'll find the chat button there instead of the contact us. If you want to go back to somewhere else, you may want to save it. It does not save like it does in Canva, so you want to be sure and save it. And just say save. Click save. Tells you when you last saved it. It gives it a number if you don't give it a name, so you may want to be sure to give it a name. So I'm going to leave the creation tool, and go back to the templates. And there's where my practice was saved with the name that I gave it. So I can go down here and start fresh with a new one. One of the things that Easily has are called visual themes or themes, and those are just the templates. So if you click that, you're going to get the same templates, and you can add those by clicking, dragging, and dropping them in there. And then you've got the template that you want to use maybe. You can click on any of these. Remember, they're all objects that can be changed, moved, removed. If you don't want them on there, you can certainly remove them. This is like a flow chart showing from top to bottom, which is pretty popular when we use infographics. So I can change the color if I want to go with a different color theme. Notice it changed the color for almost everything. I can also brighten any of these up that I want to. If I want to go with a bright red and make them really stand out, I could do that. And I can also, of course, change the font, the same types of things that you've done before. Now I'm going to leave this one. I'm not going to save it. And so that's what I've done. So if I go to start fresh again, I can also just drag and drop icon shapes, texts, or upload other things on here as well without the theme, and add my own, because I can add a background myself. Let's click backgrounds, and let me go with this one. So I can add a background. This is kind of the story, like very good for a timeline type background. So if you've got a timeline you want to do, this would be a good one for that. I believe I've shown you everything that's important about Easily. It's pretty easy to learn on your own, but there are some tutorials out there. Easily is also really good about sending you emails with tips on making great infographics, and also blogs that you can read more about infographics, which has been very helpful for me to share with my students. So you may want to consider that. End of this video.